Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. So at last count, I have about 1/100,000th of all the bismuth in the world, and I am inching closer to one day monopolizing the market and bismuth, hunt brothering the market in bismuth. Now, why do I want to do that? Well, I think it has a lot of potential to be done, and I think it could generate a lot of profit. And I've been fantasizing a lot about finances as of late because I think I have life figured out, if minus the money. What do I mean by that? For once, I am figuring out how to network with people, but unfortunately, money pigeonholes a lot of things. What do I mean by that? So, for example, I sometimes struggle with work-life balance, in large part because I need the money. Right? If it weren't for money issues, I think I would be more liberal about standing my ground at various things. So now that money's a little bit looser, not a whole lot, but earlier today I found myself asking for a day off on uh, the day before Valentine's Day. I'm hoping to take a trip, or I'm taking a trip to Houston to see a girl that I met online, and that's good. But I'd like to be doing stuff like that more. What really sucks is that my job at the community colleges, they don't really tell us how many days we could take off, right? It becomes a really fine line, right? And unfortunately, I can't say that I don't need the income from those jobs, and so, right? And it just becomes a little bit trickier. My car's not very reliable. I find myself, depending on how important various things are, I find myself arriving at places 1 to 2 hours early and just sightseeing or whatever, just to be near the area for various events, personal, professional. The other day I had a job interview. I showed up to the general area an hour and a half early, and then just kind of took in the scenery there because who knows on the way there if something's going to blow and I need to call AAA and then take an Uber for the rest of the way. And I I'd like to be replacing the car, right? And rather than doing that, I find myself knowing what I should do, but not being able to do it due to financial constraint, right? Whether it be professionally or personally, right? I certainly like to be dressing better for work, right? And yeah, all the rest, right? And so that's the main missing piece right now, and hopefully this will get me there one of these days. And every time every time I stash a little bit more bismuth, I just think about the freedom that it will buy me down the road, right? Being able to eat out in order to network with people, right? Sometimes I don't get to do that all the time. Being able to have a better, more reliable car, to being better dressed at work, being able to take that vacation day without worrying about how much it's going to jeopardize my job, take a job with better vacation policy in the first place, take time off to interview for that job, right? And all the rest, right? I think about that every time I stash bismuth. That's the attitude I think we need to have, right? This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.